What is up, you all? We're back today with another Scream 7 video, and we just found out that the one and only David Arquette is returning back as Dewey. This is all crazy. I already know, you all. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So this actually just broke the internet a couple of minutes ago, and this is crazy. So over on Bloody Disgusting, we find out that once again David Arquette is returning. His character may have been killed off a couple years back, but that doesn't seem to matter in the franchise anymore. Deadline reports that David Arquette has joined Scream 7. So to get into this, I want to just say, man, this is crazy. So we got Stu Macher returning, you know, and then we got Roman returning, and now we got Dewey returning. So one thing I want to say about this is that it kind of confirms that theory that's out there in the Scream community, and something that I think that really could be going on with the franchise. Being that, I'm gonna be honest, I think that it's something along the lines where basically it's a voice modulator involved, or they're going to be using the new tech being AI. So we might get some scenes where actually Gail is getting taunted by Dewey. You know, maybe it's a flashback showing her life back in New York or something. It can be a lot of things actually. But me personally, after seeing them confirm Dewey, also Stu Macher, also Scott Foley, I think that it's going to be something that is going to be along the lines of them getting taunted from their past, especially Sidney Prescott with Stu Macher and Dewey going after Gail. And it kind of makes me actually think more about the Ghostface that we're going to be getting in this story. I think that the Ghostface that we're getting in this story is going to really be different, on a different level. It's going to have a lot of things that is different from other Ghostface. I mean, we did get it in Scream 3, but I think this Ghostface is going to hit where it hurts. I think it's going to really hit a spot where it hurts. And I also think pushing forward with this, it could also be something that can hurt the franchise, because it kind of seems to me like, okay, I do want to be positive that we're getting one of our favorite franchises back in this Scream. And I think that, you know, sometimes it kind of gives me vibes of like a cash cow kind of. But I mean, at the end of the day, I am happy to see our favorites back on screen. Now, this also kind of confirms that I think that when you sit here and think about it, that yes, Stu Macher's coming back, but it's not like, you know, he's alive. They're still very much dead. They're ice cold somewhere in the ground. I know that sounds a little brutal, but I do think that it's going to be something along those lines where they're getting taunted. A voice modulator is in play. Maybe it could be some old video footage like how we got with Richie in Scream 6. Either way, I am very happy to see them back involved. But one thing I will say that I'm not enjoying is that they're actually bringing these characters, you know, to our attention through articles and things like that, which I think it would have been better when, you know, we could have just went in the theater and got surprised. I think the theater would have lost their shit, being that, you know, we're getting Stu Macher's face, even though, you know, he's not alive, or getting Dewey. You know, I think that they're using their ability to make it seem like they're getting all these cast people recast it, and it's just going to be that curiosity and us being, you know, curious about basically what's going on, what's happening in this, you know, film. And we're going to get curious to buy a ticket and go see it, and they already got our money, and we're in this chair and we're like, okay, what's up and everything with Dewey and Stu Macher, and we're going to get this big reveal that it's a voice modulator. It's something that's AI. It's something that, you know, is not real. It's just something that's coming from Ghostface, and it's going to just be like, oh, okay, that's what it was. Whole time it would have hit different, you know, if we were actually seeing it with a surprise on our mind. Pushing forward, also, I think that, like I said, if it's done right, if it's done correctly, if they come behind this idea they're doing and it makes sense, I'm all for it. And I mean, who doesn't want to see Dewey back? A lot of people were heartbroken that basically he died in Scream 5, and I think that, you know, it made sense with his death. Some people don't believe that it was Amber who actually took out Dewey. I know she was short. Then we got the whole thing with her boots being measured and shit like that. Either way, and congratulations to her. She actually just won an Oscar, bro. But I just want to say, man, I think that it could be something cool if they're diving into that realm of things with AI, especially since AI is actually something that's big right now in 2025, and just everything going on with technology. Also, the voice modulator could definitely be a hat tip to Scream 3, especially because we got Scott Foley back involved. And if you notice, Scream 5 was actually mirroring Scream 1. Scream 6 was actually mirroring Scream 2. So I'm pretty sure that Scream 7 is going to mirror Scream 3. And Kevin Williamson, you know, he's a big fan of like this cult idea. So especially if it's a cult being involved with the Scream film that we're about to be getting, I think that it makes sense to have them actually, some of them being, you know, just tying Sidney Prescott, tying Gail Weathers, and just going after people. And but it also makes me kind of makes me think that the Ghostface we're going to get is going to be a younger Ghostface. I don't see like an Anna Camp, her being older and she's using a voice modulator. I mean, Roman and them did it, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know, man. It definitely seems a little interesting. It just kind of make, you know what I'm saying? Kind of makes you think it's a younger Ghostface that's using AI. We might get some scenes where, you know, Sidney Prescott gets a FaceTime and Stu Mocker, and she's like, Stu's not dead the whole time. Maybe they play around with their theory that Stu's not even dead. Stu's actually alive whole time. And then we start to get reveals like basically Dewey, and then we get Roman, and then that's when Sidney's like, okay, he's basically, you know, it got to be someone that's fucking with me because they're definitely dead. Whole time, if Spyglass would have kept it on the wraps, it would have been more solid of a reveal. You feel what I'm talking about? So I think that actually will work that way. That's what I think. I think all this is doing, and we heard rumors about Marine Prescott actually being, you know, a possible reveal, and Skeet Ulrich. Especially once we see them, it's almost like a spoilery, because once we see them, it's like, okay, we definitely know they're doing a voice modulator idea. We definitely know they're doing an AI idea. It's no fucking way, you know what I'm saying? Or that flashback with Marine Prescott getting killed off, for sure. I think that can definitely be it. Either way, I will say this definitely gives me a lot of excitement when it comes to Ghostface. Like, the Ghostface that we're getting in Scream 7 is going to be smart. It's going to really go after his victims in a different way. It's going to be something that we've seen before, but it's actually different. It's trying to give their, you know, the victims actual nightmares before, you know, it takes them out. And I said it like it's crazy, like a fucking entity or something, but you know what I mean. I feel like Ghostface is going to actually be playing with his food in Scream 7, and it's going to be some things where we get these lead ups where he's killing his victims, and it's going to be things where they kind of just start bringing history back prominent in the timeline with Scream now. So I definitely think that this actually can be crazy. Threw me off guard, but it kind of almost did, because after they revealed Matthew Lillard's return, I think anything is possible. So yeah, you all comment down below what you all think about everything we just talked about with Scream 7. How do you feel about all these OG characters returning it in that way that I'm telling you all they could possibly be, you know, confirmed? Comment down below. Unfortunately, it's the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.